Hello, this is Theresa from highheelhippiemommy.com, and here I am with no makeup on because I get comments on my makeup and particularly my eyebrows, and I thought I would just share with you how I do my routine. So I already did moisturizer and plucked my eyebrows. I do that every day. And so basically from there, and I'm here in my dining room because that's where I do my makeup, because I have kids running around playing while I do my makeup, and because I like the natural light I usually find bathrooms don't have enough natural light, so I like to do it here. So I'm just starting with a thin layer of foundation, and I generally like to use CoverGirl because it's cheap, and don't look it up on the cosmetic database because it's a little bit scary, but it's cheap and it works. So right now I'm using CoverGirl True Blend whatever, number 1 it says. I don't know. It's a pretty light color. And then you want to set that with powder, and I just use a pressed powder because it's easy. And if I ever need to pack it up, which, I mean, who are we kidding? I don't really leave my house that much, but if I do, it's really easy to pack up. So I do a layer of that, and suddenly blotchy skin is gone. And that is when it's time to move on to the eyebrows. So make sure your eyebrow pencil is sharp. And I like to use, this is actually Annabelle eyebrow pencil in black. See, it's pretty simple, the stuff that I use. And so I just sort of brush them into place. As you can see, they're a little bit thin and they don't really have enough presence. If you are a person who has really bushy eyebrows, you're actually lucky because you can shape them however you want, and yeah, it's just easier. For me, I have to help them out a little bit more. So I do a little bit of filling in on the top. And I've done this every day of my life, probably since junior high. So if you're just starting out with grooming your eyebrows and it's not working, don't beat yourself up yet. It takes some practice. A little bit on the top and the bottom. You want your shape to, I've seen women sometimes when they try to do their own eyebrows, they have this shape that's sort of like really big and thick in the front and then thin, and you don't want that. You want it to be as straight of a line as possible on the top and the bottom up until the arch, and then tapering off from there. So for me, lots of small strokes works well. And then I use a clear mascara, which isn't clear anymore from doing this so many times. But I use a clear mascara to set them in place because sometimes they are a little bit unruly. And at this point, if they're not quite perfect, I just leave them and finish them off later, because when they're wet, I find that the pencil doesn't work as well. So now I just need to let them dry, and then I move on to my eyelashes and attach this medieval looking contraption to my eye. I do this every day too. My eyelashes are kind of mediocre, so they need a little bit of help. I try to get as close to the base of them as possible and hold it down for a few seconds. And then I use CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume Waterproof Mascara. That's my favorite. I find that it holds the curl that I just put into it. If I use a mascara that is not waterproof, it just weighs them down, and quite literally my my eyelashes point down. So that is not exactly the look that I'm going for. So for me, waterproof mascara all the way. And I use, and maybe you'll gasp in horror, but I use Vaseline to take it off, and it works great. I'm sure other oils would work too. I've tried coconut oil. It works, just not quite as efficiently. And I like to be able to do things as quickly as possible, especially things like makeup, because it's kind of a luxury. I love how mascara takes my eyelashes from non-existent to pretty nice. Gotta love mascara. And then, I don't know if you've noticed yet, but my eyelids are kind of dark naturally. They always have been, even before I was extremely sleep deprived. So when it's just day-to-day makeup, and this is totally the wrong way to do it, but I don't use any shading on my eyelids. I use white. This is called, let's see, CoverGirl Eye Enhancers, and it's called Snow Blossom. And usually it's just for highlighting the eyebrows like this, and that's what I would do always, whether I'm at home or going out. But I actually continue it over my entire eyelid because I find that it really wakes me up. And maybe it's wrong, and it's not what the professional makeup doers would tell you you're supposed to do, but I don't really care. I just do what looks good and what gives me a fake awake look. Not fake, but fools you into thinking that I am actually sort of awake. And then I do a little bit here. So that's done. And always finish off with some eyeliner. I usually just do sort of mostly on the top, right along the eyelashes. A little bit on the bottom, but everybody's eyes are different, so you kind of have to experiment to see what looks good on your eyes. I just did that a little bit too thick, but whatever. I'm not trying to win a fashion trophy. So that's pretty much complete, and then I just sometimes will do an extra coat of mascara. Never can have too much eyelashes. And if I need to touch up my eyebrows, by now they're dry. And I just sort of fill in the gaps a little bit more. Get the shape that I want. And there you have it. And then I would finish off with maybe a lip gloss for at home. When I go out, I have this Burt's Bees lipstick that is awesome. It's tingly and it's totally natural, and I especially like that for lipstick because that you actually eat. I mean, I know all this other stuff gets absorbed by my skin, but I don't know. For some reason, the eating part bothers me more. So that's how I do my makeup and my eyebrows. If you'd like some personal advice, feel free to leave me a comment. If you think I'm crazy and this is useless, then fine. Maybe you're right, but whatever. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.